Hello, do you have a business page on Facebook? And would you like to have more reviews on your Facebook business page? I've got some tips for you today. My name is Jana Elston, and I help people with their social media, help to manage their social media on Facebook and Instagram, and help people with copywriting for their newsletters or for their blogs as well. But I often help people out with their Facebook pages for the business. So I've got a tip for you on how to increase your reviews on your business page. And why would you want to have reviews on your business page? Well, they help people make a decision about your business when they first come across your business. So, for example, you have somebody who moves into your area and they're looking for a business. So, for example, if you're a hairdresser or a beauty salon or spa and they're looking for beauty salon in the area, if you have lots of good positive reviews on Facebook, you're more likely to show up in the search results as well. So you come to the top of the search results. The same thing happens on Google. It's really, really important to have your business registered on Google and get some nice positive reviews there as well. That way your website or your business will be ranking a lot better too. So that's one reason you'd like to have some great reviews for your business. It's social proof. Social proof means that people believe what others talk about, and they feel more comfortable than to do business with that kind of business, to take action, really. So social proof is about whenever we're stuck in making a decision, so we've got a few options in front of us, then we ask people, well, what do you think? Where would you go? If we don't have anybody to ask, then we look at reviews. And I've done that, and I'm sure you've done that before. If you're looking around for a business online or you're shopping for a product online, then before you're making a buying decision, especially if it's a high price product, you will look at the reviews, what other people said about the product as well. So that's social proof. So that's why it's important to have positive reviews on your Facebook page. And it does give people confidence to do business with you as well. So I've got some tips for you on how you can get more positive reviews for your Facebook business page, and some tips also on how to handle them as well. So the number one best way to get more reviews is to ask people. We can be a little bit shy sometimes, or we're not quite sure whether we should, but if you don't ask, you don't get. So it's the best way to do it. Now you can come right out and do it, ask them on the spot, or you can do it in a more subtle manner. So let's talk about the first one where you ask them. And the best way to ask for a review is at the conclusion of the sale, at the conclusion of the service, and you've given them the very best service and they're really happy with the purchase of the product. You said, look, if you're really happy with our service or product today, would you mind leaving us a review? If you jump on Facebook now or Google right now on your phone, can you please leave us a review? It will really help our business. We would really, really appreciate it. And most people, when they're reminded and when they're asked, they'll say yes, they'll do it. Sometimes, if they're in a rush, they'll go away. Yeah, I'll review you later. And if they don't leave a review, then that's fine. You can ask them a little bit later. That's no problem. But ask, and you'll be surprised. You'll be pleasantly surprised how many people actually will do it. Because human nature is that if you've treated somebody well, they want to give back. And they understand that a positive review is one way that they can give back. So I've had businesses take this one step further. They have an iPad at the reception or at a point of sale, and for people that they can jump on and leave a review on the iPad if they don't have the phone with them as well. There are hairdressing salons where they provide free iPads for their clients to use while they're having the hair done. Great way then to ask them to also, here's a free iPad while you're having your hair done. Would you mind? And have that iPad, when you give it to them, have it opened on your business page so that they can log in and then leave you a review as well. Some businesses offer free free Wi-Fi in exchange for a review. So, while you're at our business, while you're shopping, if you're spending some time here, can you please leave us a review? And here is password for the free Wi-Fi. There you go. So sometimes you can do that as well, but be very careful about incentivizing people to leave you a review, because there are some countries and states in countries that prohibit the incest. So you can't give them a percentage off treatment or off products or free giveaways in order to leave you a review, especially if you post it online in writing. So be very careful about that. So don't offer them incentives, as in cash incentives or free products, in a written matter, because you could get into trouble. So it's best way just to ask in person. If you loved our service, please leave us a review. Now, here is a really good thing that I've personally used, and it has worked. And afterwards, as a follow-up, because really part of good customer service, you should always do a follow-up. So the customers left, and at the end of the day, you're doing a follow-up with all the customers you've dealt with. So if you're in a service business or even product retail business, and you've had a client in and you've got their contact details, but this actually works better for your service, why not send them a text or an email? I send a text because I offer a service, so I have contact details of my clients. So text version works better if you have the contact details. Send them a text saying, "Thanks so much for coming today. Really enjoyed looking after you and helping you out. Would you mind leaving me a positive review?" And I left then a link that took them directly to the reviews on the Facebook page. And that's easy to do, and I'll link to it in the comments below on how you can send them a direct link. It makes it so easy. Well, most of the time when they're on the phone, they're already logged in. They click on the link, it takes them straight there, and the Facebook prompts them, "Please leave a review." And there you go. So that's a really good way to do that. So you've got a customer, a client who's just, had a fabulous time and they're really happy with the service and the product. Follow up saying, "Thank you for seeing you today. Really enjoyed looking after you. And if you really enjoyed my service or really enjoyed the product, please leave us a review." And here's the link. So you can do that. If you're more of a retail business, you can pop that link into your newsletters your clients subscribe to. So once in a while, when you send out a newsletter, ask for the review. So part of the newsletter, you would say, "We really appreciate positive reviews. If you're happy with our products, if you're happy with the service, please leave us a review." Same thing. Do it in an email. People are often very, very happy to help out. Post on Facebook. You can also highlight your reviews on Facebook. So you can do an actual post. "Oh, thank you so much to Suzanne for leaving us a review. Here's the review she left us. If you enjoy our services and products, please leave us a review. We would really appreciate it." So you can post it. Another way to help to boost reviews is to encourage clients and customers to check in. So this is especially pretty good if you're a retail business and you don't have access to your customer details, or even a service business and you do. But what this does is if they check in, and most people check in is because they want to show off to their friends that where they are, or if it's something funny or if it's something enjoyable they want to share with their friends, they can take a photo and check in, and this is what I'm doing. So for example, they just had their toes painted, they'll take a photo of the toes. Encourage us, and do you like your color? Why not take a photo and post it on Facebook and check in here to let them know where you got your toes done. People love doing that. And so when they do that, when they check in, later the next day, Facebook will send them a note saying, we've noticed you checked in at such and such place. Would you like to leave a review for the business? So there you go. So you don't even actually ask for the review. You can just ask them to check in, and Facebook will then later prompt them to leave a review. And there you go. That's how you can boost your reviews for your business. You can put up signs around your business. So if you're a beauty salon, spa, or a retail business, you can put up signs. Like us on Facebook. So you want people really to follow you on Facebook so you can stay connected with your clients and customers. And then you can also put in underneath, like us on Facebook and leave us a review if you're happy with our service and products today. So just give them a link to your Facebook page on how they can find you on Facebook, and ask them to like your page and leave you a review. There you go. Leave a sign. You don't have to physically ask them. So just pop up signs around your business. When you do receive a review, it's very, very important that you respond to every review. Respond to every review, because that shows your client, customer who've taken the time to review your business that they appreciate it, that you read it and you really appreciate it. And just be grateful. Say, thank you so very much. I really appreciate you taking the time to review us. We are so looking forward to seeing you again very soon. Something along those lines. And then when you have your reviews, you can promote them on your Facebook page and even on your website. You can get plugins, so you can just look up Google plugins for sharing reviews on your website. And if you don't actually manage your website, that you can ask your web developer to put in a plugin on a page for your reviews on your testimonial page. So you can actually use your Facebook and Google reviews as testimonials on your website. And again, that's very important because that shows people social proof and that you have happy customers, and they're more likely then to make a decision to do business with you. So do promote your reviews as well. And if you ever receive a negative review, and it happens, you can't please everybody 100% of the time. And sometimes, you know, the person could have just had a bad day and they just perceive things in a different way that they usually would. They could be in a bad place and they leave a review. So, yes, there are the occasional trolls, and even competition has been known to leave bad reviews on businesses. So here are my tips for managing poor and bad reviews. So number one, respond to every review, whether it's good or bad. And if it's a bad, it's really, really important that you handle it tactfully, professionally, and sensibly, because others will read it and they will want to know how you handle the situation. See, a bad review can be bad for business, but if you respond to that review poorly, it's even worse. And if you respond really well to a bad review, then you can really turn around that situation. And if you can turn the customer around, you can even perhaps convince them down the track to change the review. People can actually go back and change the reviews to positive, change the star ratings, and it goes the same way the other way too. So if somebody's left you a positive review and you do the wrong thing by them, they could go and change it, and I've seen it happen. I actually help out people find the best wording if they've had a poor review on the website or on Google or Facebook, on how to respond to it in such a manner that actually looks positive, so other people will look at it and looks really positive. So if you ever need help with the wording, message me, private message me, and I'll help you out. So make sure you leave a review that's constructive and positive, something along the lines, thank you so much for taking the time to review. We really apologize for the inconvenience caused. We take this very seriously. Can I please have your contact details, and I will contact you directly to find out exactly what happened and what we can do to rectify the situation. That something along those lines would be really, really important. Do not justify, do not deny, do not say, oh, this is a crackpot or whatever. Don't put fuel on the fire. Calm the situation down and take it offline. offline. So you don't want to have a conversation online with a back and forth, hateful messages to each other. You want to, as soon as possible, take it offline and talk to them in person to rectify the situation. If they respond to it, there is a rule. Oh my gosh, I can't remember where I heard it from, but I was listening to a podcast on how to respond to reviews, and they say if it's a poor review, only respond twice and no more after that, because sometimes you could get the trolls who, they are not authentic customers or clients of your business, and they're just nasty people who leave nasty comments. And you don't want to respond to them any more than twice. Again, first response, like I mentioned before, please let me know your contact details and I'll private message you, and let's talk about the situation. Let's see how we can rectify it. If they respond to that, you respond again. Again, please, I need to talk to you in person. Can you? And they respond to that again, ignore them. That's the point, that you ignore them and leave it at that. Just don't respond anymore, because it'll just get worse and it gets out of control. Now, the worst thing you can do besides leaving a nasty response to a poor review, and we get really emotionally caught up in that. So you know what? Sometimes it's best not to respond straight away. Wait a day. Look at it, think about it, go away, come back the next day when you're calmer. Collect your thoughts properly. So don't respond straight, because sometimes our emotions get the better of us and we start to, make excuses, and those are not good. So go away and do it a day later. And like I said, try and take it offline as soon as possible and rectify the situation, and hopefully they'll come back and they'll change it, or hopefully they'll come back and just add a comment saying, look, I'm really impressed with how they handled this professionally. Even though they failed me the first time, they really come around the second time, and it is a business worth looking into, to do business with. So something along those lines, it could happen. And the other thing that's the worst thing you can do with a negative review is to delete it. Never, ever delete negative reviews, because people will notice. And if people notice, that's really, really bad. Then they see that there's no transparency in the business, that you're hiding and you only want to show people what you want to show them. And it just leaves a bad taste in the mouth, and people can then respond to that online and start talking about your business in such a way online. So never delete a negative review. Leave them up there. Just respond to them in a sensible, professional manner. Try and rectify the situation. And I suggest give yourself a day so you're not responding in an emotional manner as well. So there you go. So these are my tips for getting more reviews and how to handle reviews. Now, with Facebook, there is a function where you actually need to turn your reviews on if you want to show those on your page, and you can turn them off. So if you prefer not to have reviews on your business page, you can turn that off. You just go into your settings on your Facebook business page and turn off the reviews. And if you need help with that, just private message me and I'll help you out. So there you go. I hope those tips helped on how to boost reviews on your Facebook page. Google, a very similar thing. You can send them a direct link to your business page on Google. Those Google reviews you can't turn off. Once they're there, they're there. So it's really important that you manage those really well. Encourage as many customers as possible to leave. So if the occasional one comes in that's a negative, the positive ones will outweigh the negative one. So there you go. That's how just encourage your people to leave a positive. So your customers and your clients to leave your positive reviews. If you need any more help with that, or you need help managing your business page, or you need help writing blog or newsletters, I'm the person to talk to. So just private message me and I'll be happy to help you out, or visit my website, janaelston.com. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.